two-time world champion, fighting out of Bolton, UK.
This is going to be an intense standoff before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
So much hype. And that's the opening bell, round one. That uppercut just missed. These two fighters are made for one another. Who can forget Canelo Alvarez's highlight reel knockout of Amir Khan in their first fight back in Las Vegas in 2016.
2016, these two fought. Canelo Alvarez knocked out Amir Khan. Crushing knockout in the 6th round. Face down, face forward. Perfect timing. And Amir Khan's back again. He wants to try and right a wrong. Can he do that? He's capable of doing that. Has the speed. Made a mistake. Dropped the ball. Lost concentration for a split second. He cannot afford to do this in this fight.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Throws the uppercut but misses. Good counter punching. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Has to be careful for that receipt. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get up there.
Here we go. It's round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he scores with the counter. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero, the pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. Straight right, just misses. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Don't want to trade shots. That counter punch caught him clean. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. this round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look...
On to the third. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Well, this won't sit well with their opponent.
Yo.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
There's a counter shot. They exchange punches. No rest for the weary. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. As bad as boxing's judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent and think this is too easy, if they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Stay focused, hold back and win the round, right? There's only one round that you've lost.
Here we go to the fourth round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Nice counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They both want the knockout. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than nothing.
Those counter punches after. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. That bell could not have... Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Beautiful counter shot. That counter shot lands. Just misses right uppercut. Nice counter shot. How about that time counter shot? You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
So close to that uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. All right, Alvarez in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a...
This is the beginning of round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That one lands. Catch and shoot. You'd like to see more jabs. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Perfect counter lands. Perfect counter shot. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Good counter punch. Neither fighter willing to slow down. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweet.
Here comes round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well done with that counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
I don't know how far to make the clicks.
Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? There's the bell for round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch. Well done with that counter shot. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. And Amir Khan finally on the canvas. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do.
Shot.
Let's talk about Khan in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath.
Starting to make mistakes and you're switching.
And we enter the ninth. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. And you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there when that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Come on, man. We're on you.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
No, it's not stat. Just fight.
Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
What's the difference?
There's the bell to start round 10. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When are we gonna see a jab from these two? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Thanks for hitting that
So you're
follow
getting in
button.
there with some of that.
You're
so
officially
fast,
part of the
you're
chaos
prepared
now.
to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get them close.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This is not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan. And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got to think.
But I don't know.
Take that confidence away.
And there's the bell for round 11. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Beautiful counter shot. He misses with that straight left. How about that time counter shot? Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter punch caught him clean. Good counter punch. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Oh boy! Amir Khan dazed! Let's watch this set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Talk about pressure. You guys keep it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let's talk about caught in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
To make or break it.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? If he got knocked down in the last round, let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped.
Oh, no power shots. No, he's tired.
I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself.
There it is.
Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Like whenever earlier when
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You've got away with it. You can do it again.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
Through the hook, didn't land.
I want to get that good, but he went through my.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.
Hey man, you protect us. Oscar Baca.
time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape. And it's the King, Amir King Khan. He's Bolton's finest. Watch for those hands tonight. They are as fast as they come. And here is Emmanuel Augustus, former IBA light welterweight champion.
This bout is scheduled.
All the talking has been... Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? He misses with that jab. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecard. No rest for the weary. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about it.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. You'd like to see more jabs. Scores with the counter. Nice punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on the fighter. Get at it.
And we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Focuses on those long, straight punches. Oh, right there! Oh, and Augustus might be ready. And Augustus goes to the canvas. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
I've got to see that again.
Back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Beautiful counter punch. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Swing and a miss with the jab. Nice counter. coming right. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Augustus in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw. The bell rings and we start the third. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very surprised.
The left uppercut, but it misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Augustus is wobbly right now. It's some big trouble. Seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5.
Got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You're being put down, you've got to think right.
Back at it in round 4. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Punch counter. Augustus is clipped. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Good counter punch. Throws the uppercut but misses. Augustus about to crumble. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
That's lights out right there.
7. You still want to fight.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you. And they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Well done with that counter shot. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Like that, I'm happy. Good man.
Better than this guy. Much better. He's not in your league. Come on.
That is beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there.
Right, let's get out there. Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff.
Perfect counter lands. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Oh, and Augustus might be ready to fall down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again.
I like to try to fight it out. Sometimes I escape.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Missed him with that uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Augustus is wobbly right now in some big trouble. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
Let's start the 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
I noticed that with the guy.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Can't land that jab.
If you control it, can you control it directional, like so you go straight where you slightly?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Left hook just missed. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Khan in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace.
There's the bell for round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Solid punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? When are we going to see a jab from these two? That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That counter punch caught him clean. Beautiful counter shot. Big whiff with the right hook. Perfect counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Amir Khan is rocked. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to...
There's the bell for round 8. Catch and shoot. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights. Whoa, wait a minute! Augustus is... How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
We need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornerman now is down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Is Augustus about to... And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy, power, pump.
There he is, my friend. Excuse me.
Hello, fight fans. I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the WBC Arena. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our... Here comes the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs. He bounced back from cancer. It's Kell Brook, the former welterweight champion.
This back.
So much hype. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. That counter punch caught him clean. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Those counter punches have to hurt. A straight right just misses. A perfect counter shot. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Missing with that jab. Good count. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Jacobs in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.